What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, what we're going to be doing is covering the Elgato Stream Deck for day trading. Yes, you heard that correct. Day trading, Stream Deck. Most people use it for streaming onto YouTube or Twitch while they're playing games and managing some sort of stream on the internet. Well, in today's video, we're going to be talking about just using it simply to program hotkeys to talk to your stock trading platform for day trading. So for those of you that are visual learners, this is exactly what the Stream Deck looks like when it's sitting on top of my desk. So what we're looking at here is the Stream Deck software. This is what you're going to install onto your computer after you've purchased the Stream Deck. And as you can see by looking at the screen here, I have quite a bit of keys currently used. So the way that I've gone about programming my Stream Deck is like you see on the screen, and let me talk to you a little bit about why it is the way it is. So if you look at the Stream Deck here, all the keys that I have on it are currently being displayed by the software, and that's what the software allows you to do. You go in, you put exactly what you want, where you want it, and then once you've saved it, it's going to be displayed on your Stream Deck that sits on top of your desk. All right, guys, so let's cover what's on my Stream Deck for you right now. This top row that's in green, those are all buy buttons. Whenever I click the button, it's going to buy the amount of shares that's represented on that button. Now, the next one down are all the red buttons that are labeled as sell buttons. Whenever I click one of these buttons, the amount of shares that's being represented on that button is the amount of shares that I'm going to sell. And then the ones below here are actually just hotkeys to control our daily Zoom live trading meetings. So I can click Zoom here, it will automatically bring up my Zoom program. I can click the mute button, it will turn on and off my microphone in the meeting. I can click the record button, I will instantly start recording my meeting, and then I can hit pause recording if at any point I want to pause it, and then again start recording as well. So everything that I have programmed here has a specific use, and I intend on using every single one of these open spaces at some point. The only key that I didn't cover with you guys is this cancel all button. So when I'm day trading and say I go to buy or sell a stock and maybe I change my mind or I want to do something differently, I can click the cancel all button, and that's going to immediately cancel any open or working trades that haven't fully gone through, and it's going to stop those orders immediately. So I plan to do a way more in-depth video on hotkeys for you guys in the future, but this video is to at least get you guys introduced to Stream Deck and why you might want to start using it for yourself. So now I want to talk to you guys a little bit about why we have the hotkeys set up the way they're set up and organized the way they're organized. And remember, these are going to change in the future as I add more keys to them. For those of you that have traded stocks, you guys know as well as I do, if you're using hotkeys, it can get really confusing if you have a lot of hotkeys to remember. Think about what could go wrong if I wanted to buy 100 shares of a stock and then I ended up buying 1,000 shares of a stock. The Stream Deck makes it really big, easy to use. It's hard to make a mistake on it when you can look down and it says buy 1,000, buy 100. If you mess that up, you are literally an idiot, okay? And I've messed it up already. So I'm an idiot still. But it's made me less of an idiot, and that's the good thing. And the hotkeys are programmed specifically for trading higher priced and lower priced. What I'm trying to explain here is when you're trading a penny stock, the spreads on penny stocks tend to be a little smaller. So when you program a hotkey, you usually are going to be programming a hotkey to either buy on the ask or buy on the bid. All right, guys, so as you can see, I've labeled all the green buttons and red buttons with limit orders. And that's exactly how they're programmed. When I click any of those buttons, I'm putting through a limit order. And I will tell you right now, when you use hotkeys and you program hotkeys for penny stocks and you program them for large caps, you're going to want to do them a little bit differently, and I'm going to explain that right now. When you're trading a penny stock, the spread is usually smaller. So say the stock is trading anywhere from $5 to $5.05 on the spread. If I go to put in a limit order to buy 10,000 shares, let's just say, at $5, there's pretty much no chance I'm going to get filled 10,000 shares at $5. There's reasons why, which we won't cover in this video. But if I go to put through 10,000 shares and buy it at $5 when the spread is $5 to $5.05, I'm not going to get filled. And it'd be better for me to make a hotkey that says buy 10,000 shares with an offset of $0.04, where that means I will buy 10,000 shares either at $5, 501, 502, 503, up to 504. See, if you try to get filled right on the bid in a spread, it's challenging. But if you allow yourself to get filled through the bid to the ask, you have a better chance of getting filled. So as I had mentioned earlier, some of the hotkeys are for large cap stocks and some of the hotkeys are for penny stocks. Since the penny stocks are going to have a tighter spread, we make a smaller offset for that. So you can see that on the screen, the limit orders that are buy 500, buy 1,000, sell 500, and sell 1,000, those have an offset of 0.02. So that means when I'm trading a penny stock and say it has a 5-cent spread, and I click to buy 1,000 shares on the bid, meaning I'm trying to buy the lowest price possible being offered right now in the stock. When I click buy 1,000, that means I'm willing to buy directly on the bid, and I'm willing to buy 2 cents over the bid. That's what that means. So if you're trading a spread with 10 cents, okay, and I go to buy 1,000 shares at $7, and the spread goes from 7 to 7.10, that means those 1,000 share button that I just clicked is willing to buy shares at $7 up to $7.02 and nothing more. The reason we keep the offset smaller when trading penny stocks is because when we're trading penny stocks, we're usually trading a bigger share size. And when we trade a really big share size, every penny really does matter in making or losing money. So we don't want to give up too much wiggle room when trading a penny stock in really big size. And if you go and look at the offset on the smaller per share buttons, you're going to see that the offset is 5 cents, which, to tell you the truth, I might actually have to increase because sometimes I'm still not getting filled quick enough with the 5-cent offset. What I'm trying to say here is when you're trading large caps, the spread could be as high as $1. Tesla trading anywhere from $500 to $501 through the spread. If I go with the 5-cent offset and there's a $5 spread, there's probably no chance of me getting filled. So what I'm trying to say is that when you're trading large caps, the spread is going to be bigger. And if you're trying to buy exactly on the bid, it's usually going to be very hard for you to get a fill unless you're trading a really small share count. And even then, it's going to be really hard to get a fill. So when I'm trading large caps, I have programmed my hotkeys to give me a 5-cent offset. So when I go to buy the absolute best price being offered on the bid, I'm going to allow for a 5-cent offset. Well, I'll pay 5 cents higher than what the bid is essentially offering. And that's going to make it a little bit easier for me to get into stock trades. But honestly, I have to increase the 5-cent offset a little bit higher. In future videos, I'm going to show you what my hotkeys look like when I have everything filled up here. So in the future, I'm sure my hotkey setup will look dramatically different, and I'll make sure to make an updated video on that and exactly how the hotkeys have been programmed and what the offset is for all the penny stocks and large cap stocks that I'm trading. So the reason I have this big space in the middle or the row completely empty is it gives me a little bit of extra security against accidentally clicking the wrong button. See, if I had the sell right below the buy and I went to click buy and accidentally click sell, then we would be making the same mistake that we're originally trying to avoid in the first place by getting the Stream Deck. So having that space in the middle right now allows me a little step of security to hopefully not make another mistake. All right, so now I want to go about showing you guys how you actually set up a hotkey and sort of that whole function and process right now. First thing you're going to want to do is go to the right side of the screen and you're going to scroll down until you see System. Under System, you're going to go to Hotkey. You'll click Hotkey, drag the hotkey over to the desired box that you want to put it in, and then you're going to drop it. And once you do that, you should see this little section populate down at the bottom of the screen. Here we can type the title of the hotkey. So we'll say that we wanted this key to buy 1,500 shares. So we enter buy 1,500 shares. And then we have to assign it a keystroke. So we'll say that we want the key F to be programmed. So we'll click F. Now, the key F is now programmed to buy 1,500 shares of whichever stock that we're trying to trade in that moment in time. Next thing we want to do is we can even customize this a little bit. So we'll go to this little drop down arrow. Once we click this, we can go create new icon. When we click this, we'll be brought to Elgato's page, and this is going to give us a bunch of different options of things we can choose to put into that hotkey. So let's say we wanted to be like, yeah, I want to do this little smiley face here. We'll click that guy, we'll hit save key. This is going to save to your computer. You can drag it, say put it onto the desktop, so that way, when you get out of this page, go back into your Stream Deck software and you click that little drop down arrow, you'll go set from file, and then we could go, oh, we want to put that little smiley face in, click open, and now it's going to be programmed there. And as we said, now it is going to be programmed onto your Stream Deck hotkey. You can see that little smiley face guy somewhere. Boom, there he is, by 1500. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you go about setting up the hotkeys on your Stream Deck program. And as I said before, in another video, I'm going to show you guys my stock trading software, all the hotkeys that are specifically programmed on my software, and then how you can attach that to your Stream Deck if you guys haven't already figured that out from now. With that being said, thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care.